Hi Aries, this is your October 17th through October 23rd weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. Well, I have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Two of Cups clarified by the Devil. We have the Four of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Three of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups with the Star and the Four of Wands. And we also have the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or an Aquarius. Well, this is going to be love at first sight. Aries, love at first sight. The very first card that came out is the Two of Cups, and if this card shows up so early in the spread, as a matter of fact, it is the first card that actually came out. It's going to be an instant connection, and it's going to be love at first sight that is mutual, because we got two people in the Two of Cups, right? That's you and them, all right? And I think you are going to be meeting this person at some kind of an event or a party or a gathering, or they may invite you to go. If you meet this person online on a dating app, they could invite you to come, or perhaps one of your friends is playing a matchmaker, and they're going to say something like, oh yeah, we're all going to this event or party or concert or a game, why don't you join us? By the way, there's also going to be this single person coming. Perhaps the two of you could see if you like each other, and I think you're going to like each other. To like each other is an understatement. That's what I'm trying to say, because it's like you two are two magnets, the ones that are instantly attracted to each other, right? We got positive and negative magnets. So you are definitely, it's like you will stick like glue, all right? And it feels like borderline possessive. And again, it feels mutual, right? So the Two of Cups is clarified by the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But since we also have the Four of Pentacles right next to the Two of Cups, the Devil with the Four of Pentacles are kind of similar, right? Both of those two cards could be interpreted as somebody who wants to hold on to something or someone in this case and never let go, all right? Yeah, the Devil is kind of, I would say it's a positive card in this particular instance, because the Devil could be either negative or positive if we want to stay, on basic interpretations. And in this case, this is you guys can't get your hands off each other, that type of deal. And with the Four of Pentacles, again, you just want to hold on to each other and never let each other go. Right, the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck all the way to right. That's how it all starts. Right, this is either an invitation to go to that party or event or a gathering, or if you are going by yourself or with friends, this is somebody approaching you, starting a conversation with you. Perhaps they will want to purchase a beverage for you with that Page of Cups, right? The Three of Cups in the middle, this is where you guys are meeting. Even though the Three of Cups came out a little bit later in the spread, this is just the way of the universe to show by throwing the Two of Cups first that it's going to be an instant connection. But I think the Three of Cups is how the two of you are meeting. The Three of Cups is a card of a party, event, a gathering of some sort, concert, show, game, right? The Four of Pentacles, I forgot to mention, is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles often comes through as a proposal, by the way. I don't know if it's going to be a proposal this week, but the Ace of Pentacles doesn't just show up. There's so many signs in this reading, Aries, that it's going to be so important. It's going to be an instant connection, love at first sight. You're going to be inseparable for, I don't know, the rest of your lives, maybe. Right? And the Ace of Pentacles is simply a confirmation that things will get serious very quickly, right? The Ace of Pentacles always comes from somebody who is ready to settle down, ready to start a family, and ready to get serious. Yeah, this spread is a little bit sporadic, right? But again, this is just the way of the universe to show you that, you guys make a perfect couple, a perfect match, an instant connection, right? And only after that, the Three of Cups shows up saying how the two of you will meet. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups with the Star and the Four of Wands. There you go. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The Knight of Cups is an upgrade from the Page of Cups. This is when the two of you say, I love you. This is the most romantic night out of all 4 nights. And the Knight of Cups is often called, the Knight in the Shining Armor. So yes, it is genuine, authentic love with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. The star in the middle could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the star is a card of a wish come true, something people usually wish for or hope for a very long time. And the very last card that came out is the Four of Wands. Some people call it the 1111 card, so divine timing could be at play after all. To me personally, the Four of Wands always reminds me of an actual wedding or some kind of a celebration, because in some cultures when people get married, they do it underneath this canopy, the structure with the leaves and branches on top of it. Right, and the structure pictured in the Four of Wands always reminds me of that, but it is one of the commitment and marriage cards in the tarot deck. Right, so this looks very promising. All right. Again, you're going to be inseparable. You're not going to want to spend time apart from each other. It's going to be that crazy attraction. Borderline possessive, but again, it's mutual. I'm not even going to do an extended for you, Aries, because this looks really, really good. All right. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Hangman, we have the Knight of Wands, clarified by the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, you are the one with an initiative this week. Well, I'm not surprised, Aries. You're a fire sign. Aries are natural born leaders. Anyway, this week, you will finally be able to move forward with something you've been waiting for, something that's been put on hold, and perhaps it wasn't up to you. And I always give this example, and it's just an example, Aries. Say you want to renovate your house, but the city or the county or the state you live in requires for you to file for a permit with the government, with the city government or state government, and perhaps you already filed for that permit, right? You submitted the plans, and now you've been waiting for them to get back to you and let you know whether it's approved or not. So if that's the case, you've been approved, and this week you can finally move forward. But this is just an example, right? The Queen of Wands, the first card I came out, that's you. The Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of waiting. The Hangman right next to the Queen of Wands is a card of stagnation, nothing happening. So I think this week, that waiting, that stagnation is going to come to an end because you're moving forward. We have the Knight of Wands, the next card over, clarified by the Three of Wands and the Nine of Cups. So the Knight of Wands is also you. Now that whatever you were waiting for is finally here, you can proceed, you can move forward, you can get the show on the road, right? And the Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. And the Nine of Cups, right next to the deck, is a card of a wish come true, and it's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. Perhaps you submitted some, you did some tests at a hospital or in a clinic, and results are in, so now, the results are good, so now you can move forward, Could be any, whatever you were waiting for. I think the answer is going to be yes, and now you can continue. Now you can get the show on the road. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Ace of Pentacles, clarified by Judgment. We have the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have Justice, clarified by the Knight of Wands, and we have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign, Aries. We have Libra and the fellow fire sign the most on the table. Aries, Leo, or Sag. You got two aces on the table. Not one, but two. I think if you get more than one ex trying to get back together with you, I think you should print out the Mercury retrograde phases, and just perhaps they didn't get the memo that Mercury retrograde is over. Granted, we're still going through that post-shadow period. Granted, we still have a whole bunch of planets in retrograde. Granted, Mars is going to be going retrograde soon. But come on. So for some of you could be dealing with a couple of different exes. If you're dealing with just one person, this person is going crazy without you, and that's why we got those two aces, right? If those two aces are coming from just one person, oh my god, expect them to just kind of drop everything they've got on you, right? Throw everything at you. right, with those two aces. This person is going to be all over you. They're going to be on your case. You're going to be waking up to a bunch of text messages every morning. And, you know, anyway, I clarified each ace just to get an understanding, just to get a hint of, zodiac signs, but nope. The Ace of Pentacles is clarified by Judgment. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is communication or travel. If it is communication, like I said, it's going to be a lot of communication. We have you here, right? The Emperor on the bottom of the deck is your major arcana card, unless you're dealing with another Aries. And then we have Justice clarified by the Knight of Wands. Justice could be a Libra. The Knight of Wands could be a fire sign. A fellow fire sign, another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But for most of you, Justice and the Knight of Wands represent you, right? Justice is your answer, is your verdict, right? And the Knight of Wands, that's you. So once you have the answer, you can move forward. It's going to be up to you what you want to do. But prepare yourself, Aries. You will either have one person or two different people from the past just trying really hard to get the show on the road with you, to get the show back on the road with you. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Queen of Wands clarified by the Six of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups clarified by the King of Wands. Then we have Judgment clarified by the World. And we have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is some kind of a partnership wants to get established or re-established. Okay, I don't know what you're gonna do. We have the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so there will be a decision made. But for some of you, perhaps there's multiple people who wants to partner up with you, who want to create some kind of an alliance with you or do business with you, and perhaps you have more than one potential partner to choose from. Here's the deal. We do have the King and the Queen of Wands, right? When it comes to work, business, and finances, these are, business partners or people who work for the same company and they have like this mutual agreement. If you got my back, I'll have your back, that type of deal, right? But the thing about this spread is that, first of all, the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. Right? And the Six of Pentacles, it could be a card of a choice. It could be a card of you choosing between two different potential partners, two different companies, what have you. Or this is you choosing whether you want this or not. If there's just one person or just one company that wants to establish this partnership with you, right? We do, another thing about this spread is the last card that came out is Judgment, and it's clarified by the World. Judgment could be a card of somebody coming back from the past, but at the same time, it's a judgment call on your part, right? So it's like a verdict. It's up to you. The World clarifying Judgment is a card of an ending, but this is my happy end card. This is one chapter of your life coming to an end, and a new chapter of your life, a better chapter, a happy chapter of your life could begin. So, yeah, it's a tricky situation. The most important thing is that there's going to be a potential to establish a partnership or re-establish some kind of a partnership. The Two of Cups that the King of Wands is clarifying, this is my handshake card. And that usually translates, it could be like a literal handshake, or it's a partnership that involves paperwork, right? With signatures and all that legal stuff that comes along with it. Yeah, and again with the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck, which is my card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision. By the end of the week, I think you'll know what you want to do. And it's tricky. Like I said, for some of you, you may have multiple people, multiple companies trying to partner up with you. For others of you, you're just, trying to make a decision if there's just one person, because it's going to be something important with those two major arcana cards. Right? But either way, there's going to be a new beginning with the World. It is a card of an ending, but also a card of a new beginning. There will be a new beginning, and I think it's going to be up to you as to how this is going to, all line up for you. Whatever is best for you. Okay? If you have more than two companies wanting to partner up, just whatever you think is best for you. If you have just one partner, one person who wants to establish an alliance with you, I think you will most likely decide to move forward with it. If this is somebody from the past, perhaps you can, rewrite the rules and see if new rules will be more beneficial. Because I do see you struggling a little bit. I hope it's not too confusing, all right? So you will have a partnership that's coming up for you, and it's going to be up to you how you want to move forward, all right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Aries, this week. We have the Emperor, we have Strength, we have the Four of Cups, clarified by Temperance, and the Nine of Wands, and we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius. This spread could be interpreted in multiple ways, but I'll just focus on the interpretation that I think is the most appropriate, I guess. For whatever reason, I thought of the phrase Sober October, right? And perhaps you're embracing that, and somebody is gonna message you or come over or reach out to you and say, hey, we're all going out. There's this party happening, and you're gonna be like, you know what? No, I already told you I'm taking October off. Okay, and what you're not expecting is basically somebody trying to persuade you to break your Sober October thing. Commitment, I guess, right? So you will have strength to say no to that. Okay, yeah, for others of you, perhaps what you're not expecting is, say some of you had a problem with some kind of an addiction, right? And somebody will try to persuade you to go back and do this again. And you will have to have strength to say no. Because I do... This whole spread, in my opinion, is you having to have strength, having to have courage to say no to something, right? And it's different depending on your particular situation, right? But I do see you having strength to say no, right? The Emperor, the first card that came out, that's you. That's your major arcana card. Strength could be a Leo you're dealing with, but strength in this case is literally strength and courage. And what you have strength and courage for is the Four of Cups. The next card over, this is a card of a rejection. Right, it's clarified by Temperance and the Nine of Wands. Temperance is a card of healing. The Nine of Wands is a card of a wounded warrior. This is you putting up a wall between yourself and whoever is trying to make you go back or to go to that event or party, right? And yeah, so again, the what you're not expecting is perhaps this person knows that you're trying to cool it. Trying not to go back to whatever it was that was a trouble for you, that addiction or bad habit or what have you. And you were going to be like, you know what, I told you, October, I'm taking October off. Or I think, don't you know that I'm trying to quit smoking? Things like that. And again, you will have strength to still say no, to still continue with recovery of some sort from something. All right, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so prepare to be tempted by someone to restart that bad habit or to break your Sober October, and prepare to have strength to say no to that person, and you will. All right, so yes, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this week. For this reading. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.